was 2 people, or 1 person asked twice, but I've been asked a couple of times to get this little Honda EIV 300, EIV or whatever that is Roman numeral for, the Honda E300 anyway, to get it running. Now the last time I tried to get this running, because I bought this off a Russian bloke in central London, it took me all day to get there, bloody mistake. Anyway, never go to London, it's a bloody, London is the worst place in the world. Anyway, so I tried to get it going, and we determined that there was no spark, because it appeared to be that, well, I don't know what it was, there's just a problem. I didn't get any further than that. So, there's no spark on it. Now, I'm going to get it running. I took it apart the other day, did a bit of footage on it, then I never went any further. So I'm going to try and get it running. The video is coming. It's going to probably be next week, so just, yeah, the video will be there, and we are going to get it running, because I really like that generator. It's in really good condition for the age of it. No dents or dings, it's just a bit rusty on the corners here and there. So we'll get it going, don't worry. Oh yeah, and it had a stuck valve as well, didn't it?
Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
Past that.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
The aim of the game is to try and sort out the TickOver issue. So let's go and get a bit of carb spray, get it all cleaned out and see what we find inside here then, shall we? Well, we've got a little bit of leakage already where we're leaking out, so let's put our customary tea towel down. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're leaking everywhere. Oh, it's gone all over the place. Oh no. It's gone everywhere. Pet rolls are everywhere, look. Right, what screwdriver do we need? Come on, Mr. Phillips. Now the trouble we've got is, this doesn't want to tick over pretty much at all until it's like really hot. You know, even if you sit there revving it for 10 minutes, it still won't tick over. Even if you turn the TickOver screw up, it won't tick over. I've adjusted the mixture and I've got it to tick over by adjusting the mixture, but it shouldn't. There's obviously something not right in here, so I'm just going to take it apart, give it a bit of a clean, see if that helps the job, because you shouldn't have to adjust the mixture just to get it to tick over. There's obviously something not right. It's a bit yeah, there is some water in there. You can see the water. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it on camera, but there's some petrol in there, and you can see little droplets floating around within the petrol. Hopefully it's coming up on camera. I can't see it on this viewfinder, but I can see it in real life. Little droplets floating around in the petrol. Loads of them, and there's some big ones as well. Anyway, so we know we're a bit contaminated. We've got a bit of water in there, so that's not very good. There doesn't appear to be too much dirt within here. Float's working alright. We never had a leak anyway, so I know the float's working alright. So all I'm going to do, take the jets out, blow them out with a bit of air. Well, that should be pretty much all we need. If I blow everything out with air, we should all be happy then. Right, so I've cleaned everything apart from the bottom of this float bowl, but I've cleaned everything, all the jets, I've cleaned them all, I've sprayed them with spray, I've blown them all out with air. I can see down every single one of them. They're not blocked in any way, the carb isn't blocked in any way. So, we shouldn't have any more issues. So I'm going to clean this bowl up, put it all back together, give the rest of the carb a quick sprucing up and a quick going over. Then I'll put it all back together. I'm going to start it up, let it warm up, and see if we're going to get any tick over, because it should tick over more or less straight away. I mean, you won't get a carbed engine that will tick over immediately. Sometimes, some do. I mean, I've had ones in the past, they do. The RM will tick over straight away, you won't have to let that warm up, but small 4-stroke engines are usually a bit stubborn when they're carbureted, but I won't worry about that too much. People don't worry about stuff too much, always end up with problems, you know. You don't want problems, do you? So, let's put it back together. Always remember to do it in a cross action. We've only got 3 screws here, so you can't do it in a cross action because you need 4 for that, but you can do that one, and then you can go to that one, and then you can go to that one, and then you can go back to that one. Yeah, don't just do that one up tight and then go to that one tight, because this bit here might not be flush, and you will end up, it might end up with a bit of a leak, and you don't really want a bit of a leak, do you? So they're all tight. Let's go and put it back on the bike then, shall we?
Sir, everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
Past that.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just
Right, me being the twat that I am, I just broke this air filter. Just put a hole in it. But it doesn't matter because I always carry a spare. So I just got a red one on there for now. I might try and glue that hole up, it'll be alright. Anyway, it was only running for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And now it's ticking over fine. I had to adjust it a little bit. But now we're ticking over fine. So, there's obviously just a combination of maybe there was a small blockage in the jet or something, or, you know, it could be anything. As it's warming up more now, it's starting to get a bit higher. It will do. You adjust the TickOver properly when the engine's fully warm. That's how you do it. So as it gets warmer, it will start to tick over higher. You should always adjust any mixture or tick over or anything when the engine's up to working temperature. You can adjust it just temporarily to get it going, but once it's at working temperature, that's when you adjust it properly. Sorting out issues like that, they're easy to do. You know, you get these Americans, look, here we go, we're rising up again now, it's getting hotter. But as I was saying, you get these people, I say American just because of it's the videos I see on YouTube of Americans. High Gear MX is one of them, and you know, they go on about, oh, the carb needs a clean, the carb needs a clean, they've got to rebuild the carb, or we need a new carb, we're going to have to get a new carb. It's easy to do. What you saw, or me cleaning that was literally about 5 minutes of me just cleaning it. You could do it in less than that if you wanted to. So there we go. If you ever have an issue when you've got a little engine or a pit bike or even a dirt bike, anything, any bike or anything like that, mainly people with dirt bikes, it's easy to, oh, we need a new carb, it's not ticking over. Just clean it out, man. Very easy to do. What I'm going to do, I've made a decision. With every single penny, it's going to take me a long while. With every single penny that I can get from making these videos, I'm going to save up every single penny, and I'm going to buy myself my own bit of land. And I'm going to get some land, and then eventually I'm going to ride, ride all over it, make the go-kart that I wanted to make, about to do all this kind of stuff, and I'm just going to invite people over, and we're just going to have fun just riding around on this land. Now it may seem like, oh, a bit of a dream. It is a bit of a dream, but if you want something, you can make the dreams happen. So I'm going to do it. For every single penny that I get from making these videos, every single one, that's what I'm going to do. Buy some land somewhere. It'll have to be somewhere relatively out in the country, but I'll sort it out. But I'm going to get some land at some point, however long it takes me to save up enough from every single penny from this. And then anything I can put in there from, what I earn from working, put in that savings, I will do that. Because I want to get a bit of land as quick as possible, because there's nowhere for me to ride around here. I don't want to go to a motocross track because that's boring. I want to ride on just a random field, just go into woods or a field. Trouble is, you end up getting arrested and get your bikes taken away. So I'm going to buy my own bit, every single penny I get from this. So if you want to donate some, you're more than welcome to. There's a link in this description to PayPal. Go and donate something and just put in the note that it's for the land fund or whatever you want to call it. If not, doesn't matter. It's just the money from the adverts on these videos is going to be saved up and going to get a bit of land. So God knows how many years it's going to take, but it is something to look forward to. So if you want to see that, sweet, because I want to do some riding videos, man. I really do.
Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
Past that.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed.
When? Just...
What on earth is this? Wright's vaporizer. Soothes sore and congested bronchial passages. Wright's vaporizer. For the relief of congestion in whooping cough, croup, or I don't pronounce that one. Oh, just colds basically then, for adults and children. Content of this package: 1 Wright's vaporizer, 1 bottle of Wright's fluid and 3 lights. Wow, what else have we got on the back? Oh, it's the same. Let's have a look in here. What is it? What's going on? Has anybody ever used it? I don't think anyone's ever used this, look. It's still got its packing. Used by the 1st of March, 97. Oh dear. I think it's well out of date. Trademark in the UK, LRC Products Ltd, London. So it's made in London then. Take care to prevent spillage. Should spillage occur, remove contaminated clothing and wash skin at once. I like the way they used to speak back in them days. Well, I say in them days, I was well alive in 97. Not to be used for children under 2. Not to be used for children under 2 years of age. Except on medical advice. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor. Relief from misery of coughs and colds. If you've got a cold or a cough, just carry on with your life, is all I can say. What is this? It looks like we've got some... Maybe it has been used, or is that just melted? What is this? I think this is a few candles that have melted together. It must have been very hot up in the loft at one point, and they've decided to melt together. What else have we got? Oh, we got one that hasn't melted up. Just a random candle. It's melted a little bit. It's gone a bit funny, but the wick's still poking out. I might give this a go, even though it says used by the 1st of March, 1997. In fact, that's... I don't know how many years ago that is. Today is the 14th of March. Today is the 15th of March, 2018. So there you go. We've got a spoon here for spooning some stuff. We've got some instructions down here. Wright's vaporizer for the symptoms relief of common colds, coughs and other upper respiratory tract infections. Made in the UK. Back when things were made in England. Brilliant. That's how we like it anyway. Well, made in the UK anyway, but that all counts for the same kind of thing as far as I'm concerned. At least it's not made in China. Anyway, let's have a look at the actual thing itself. It looks like a little chimney. What do you do? What do you do with it? Instructions. Be sure that you have... Oh man, it's all funny. Be sure that you have read the full instructions on the leaflet supplied before using the apparatus. It's like when you're back in school when you got to get the apparatus out. Remove base. Ensure night light cup is completely empty before inserting a fresh... Yep, a fresh... Prices? Oh right, okay, that's the name of the night light. Righto, got ya. Replace base and stand completely... What? Oh, and stand completed. Oh, bloody hell. Replace base and stand completed vaporizer in saucer of water. So you got to put this in a saucer of water then. Right. Remove lid of vaporizer and pour 2 teaspoons of oil. That's what that spoon is for. Oh, brilliant. We can get our own little spoon. I like that. Right, what else we got? Come on. I can't read it, man. Where's it gone? Oh, vaporizer liquid into cupped surface of the absorbent block. Allow block to absorb liquid. Replace lid and night light. Well, so you obviously meant to put the liquid in there then, it would assume. And then you put the candle in here. Oh, is there one in there? Oh, bloody hell. Remove the base. Let's remove the base. So we've got to remove this base. How do we remove it? Ah, there we go. We just pull it off and that's how we go. We've got, so somebody has used it. We've got a bit of a burnt candle in here. Just smells like ordinary candle. So you put a candle in there. So you put your candle in there, in that little hole like that, and then you put it on like that, and then you light it through that hole by the looks of things. Warning. Oh, right. Layman and... Oh, that's just the company of it. London, England. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. So then you light your candle through there. That heats the oil up, which is on top of here. And then before you know it, you're cured. Your cold is gone and you're not going to die. Brilliant. Now let's have a look to see what this smells like. 1st of March, 1997. Oh, dear. This is a new bottle. This bottle hasn't even been opened. So whoever used this forgot to put it in. They were just burning thin air. Used by the 1st of the 3rd, 1997. Lovely jubbly. Wonder what it tastes like. I'm not going to taste any because you're not meant to drink it. For use in Wright's vaporizer, not to be taken. Oh, not to be taken. Should fluid be swallowed, drink milk. Milk. It says drink milk if you swallow this. So if you don't like milk, you're fucked. Drink milk and consult a doctor immediately. Keep all medicines out of the reach of children. Holy moly. Take care to prevent spillage. Should spillage occur, remove contaminated clothing and wash skin at once. Well, I never. Right. I'm going to see what it smells like. See if it still smells vaporable. It still smells exactly how it's supposed to smell. So there's probably nothing wrong with it. I don't know why it would have a date on it, but then again, all medicines have date on them these days. Even sun creams and all the other rubbish has dates on them these days. So we've got ourselves a cold curer. That's what it is, a bloody cold curer.